Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we will be giving you our review, thoughts, and opinions on the new movie Raya and the Last Dragon. And this came out March 5th, 2021. This movie stars Kelly Marie Tran playing Raya and Awkwafina playing Sisu. So before we get into our thoughts and opinions, let's see what this movie is about. Long ago in the fantasy world of Kumandra, humans and dragons lived together in harmony. However, when sinister monsters known as the Droon threatened the land, the dragons sacrificed themselves to save humanity. Now, 500 years later, those same monsters have returned, and it's up to a lone warrior to track down the last dragon and stop the Droon for good. So at first, I was kind of iffy about this movie just because we've already have a animated dragon movie, How to Train Your Dragons, and I was just hoping it wasn't going to be like that, and thankfully it wasn't, because this is, I'd say, a little more complex. I haven't seen How to Train Your Dragons in a long time. But with this one, I feel like they did something different. So I like the whole transformation with Sisu. For one, coming back to life, and two, collecting the gems one by one and seeing how her siblings like their powers and just coming to her so she can try and make the Droon go away and save the world again. Where I'm going with that is just transforming from human to dragon to human to dragon to human to dragon. And also being able to fly, because well, not even fly, because they can't fly. They literally just walk on water. And per usual, with the Disney movies, I feel like there's always a sidekick. And with this, we have Tuk Tuk. And he's not just a little on-the-shoulder kind of sidekick. He's like this big guy. I don't know what they would call it, but to me, I feel like it's like an armadillo. And he's huge. And
well, he starts off small in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then he's huge. He's like insane. It's like a huge. I looked at it more like a roly-poly.
Or that.
Just because how he was rolling around, but yeah, that was a good. I like his character.
And I just like how they brought Awkwafina into this movie, because she has her own TV show and she just fit the character so well, and how they made the character to fit around her. I feel like they like nailed it.
Yeah, you can tell that was her. Like,
yeah, just the whole personality, and like. Yeah. If you could imagine how a person would look, that was her. Which I liked, because you can kind of like, they actually molded the character into the person.
I really liked this movie. I didn't know like if I was gonna like it. I don't know how I was gonna like it. I didn't know this was even coming out. I didn't know anything about it until like a week prior to it coming out. Yeah,
I was gonna say, I feel like I didn't hear anything about it until a week before it came out, because I seen like watch this.
Yeah.
April or March 5th, whatever.
That was pretty good. I thought it was actually really good. I enjoyed, the whole story, the whole concept too, and the fact that, like she said, we've never really seen this movie from Disney before, so that was refreshing. Here's the thing though, in the very beginning, I was iffy. I'm like, I don't know about this. Even the animation of Raya sometimes, like in the very beginning, I'm like it's okay. But I wasn't like loving it. But then you see other parts of the movie, and it's like, there's a lot of crazy, like beautiful parts of the film. I'm like, okay, the animation is pretty good.
The one thing about Raya that I actually really loved was her hair. I couldn't get over the fact of her hair. Like, watching it, I'm just like, I really like her hair.
Yeah. I feel like this movie does a lot, which Disney and, obviously Pixar as well, they both try to capture, like, kind of all emotions, and they do it pretty well. And with this one, I like because a girl that is the main character, which you've seen before, but it's not as common. And especially a girl like this. I mean, you've seen, like, Mulan. She was the same type of character, but she was hiding as a man. So it was different. Like, this was just a girl that was a beast. And you followed her trying to, really save the world, and help save the world and find the dragon.
And it's like in her roots, which is another thing, like openly in her roots.
Yeah. But not just that, also try to save like her father and her friends and family, everyone else that got taken out by was it Droon?
Droon.
I just liked following her thing, her story, and then having her enemy, which was pretending to be her friend at first.
Namari.
And then you see them grow up, and then you just see like how it all turns out. And I wasn't a fan of Namari coming back and like now being cool again.
Yeah, just the one thing I didn't like about this movie was Namari, because, well, mostly her mom, her Namari and her mother, because
mostly the mom. They
literally snaked Raya and the Heartland, and now they're just welcoming them back into their home, essentially. You just backstabbed me 10,000 times.
Yeah.
How can I accept you back into my land?
Yeah. But I get it, though, because this is like a Disney movie. So I know, like, at the end, obviously, there wants to be some, like, good thing that happens. And this movie is clearly, about separation and coming together to be one and actually like living in some harmony. To that point, I do respect it and like it, but being older, not being a kid, like, nah, it's a snake. Like, another thing I like about this is the fact that Raya had to travel a little bit. And I feel like all the different scenes are like places that she went to. So at one part, there was nothing but dirt and sand everywhere, and it looked really cool. And then another part, they're in the water, or at the water on a boat, and then it's like way different and looks cool. And then they're at home, and like I just feel like everywhere they went, it just looked really good.
And every part of the Kumandra is something different. Like, they all don't have the same lifestyle. They're all different, if that makes sense.
Which I feel like that is another reason of why this is like a very timely movie for like right now, because it's like everybody should just come together.
It's like all cultural.
Another thing too about this movie that I thought was pretty cool, and even in the very beginning, was I thought the fight scenes were pretty cool. I don't know, I just feel like the way they did it was sick, and I actually wish there was more of it.
I actually liked how there wasn't that much of a fight, like much fighting in this movie.
Another thing I'll say too is I guess this movie too touches on different cultures and stuff, which we've been saying, like Disney has been on a roll with that. This one, I guess the most similar this one is, like I said Mulan earlier, just because of the fighting and being a girl and stuff. But this is also more like Moana as well, because Moana, they show her young and she kind of saved the world, or saved her island, and you know what I mean? So this is kind of almost similar to that, but different. Also, the kid I thought was a good character, a good switch up. I thought he was funny and just different. He was a kid and he was a chef, and he was like the captain of the boat. He
was very talented for his age.
Yeah, it was just random, but it worked. It was funny. But yeah, overall, I would say the movie was definitely a really good movie. One that I would recommend for sure. You'd recommend it?
Yeah.
And yeah, but before we go, obviously we got to give you our ratings. So let's go.
So I give this movie an 84. I actually did enjoy it, and I like how Disney is just branching off to different things.
For me, I'd probably have to give this movie like, see, they were going to be close again. Just like the last film review we did.
The last one you agreed with me.
For this one, I think I'm going to go 83. I am going to go a little slightly
just
different.
One.
Yeah, because, I think 83 is good. Like I said, I really enjoyed the movie. It wasn't nothing crazy. It wasn't any, like, there's definitely movies I like more, like, I brought up Moana. I like Moana more than this one, but this one was still really, really good. Still really good, and I like the path that Disney's been going on with this, and I hope they continue to do it, because these have been the most interesting films to me that they've put out in a while. So yeah, that's gonna be the review of Raya and the Last Dragon. If you enjoyed the video, definitely leave a like. We appreciate that. Subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below your thoughts on the new Disney film. Did you like it? Did you think it was all right? Did you hate it? Let us know down below. There's no way you hated it, but let us know down below. But yeah, either way though, my name's Matt.
My name's Nicole.
And we'll catch you next time.